Today we're checking in with Mark from CrossFit Death or Glory in Newcastle, and we've been working with Mark for probably 3 months now. It's been really great to see his progress so far, and we're going to check in and see how he's getting on. When we started working together, what position were you at with Death or Glory, and what did that look like where you're at, and then how long have we been working together now?
4 months, something like that. 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, cool. And where are we at now? And then one further, what's the goal for the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, I would say very much when we started working together was like, it wasn't actually that long after we had finished the actual expansion of the gym and like the refurb or whatever you want to call it. So we had gone from like CrossFit Death or Glory to Death or Glory Training Club, which was the introduction of HYROX, the open gym area, the strength classes, like the whole gym had just been kind of revamped. We were still very much in the early days of like, we'd added a few members to what we had, but it was very much like kind of the 100 members ish. And it was really, for us, was about like, because we had never used marketing, we've never had to, like, we just never had to do it. But very much like we knew at some point we were going to have to. And it was like, we knew we just couldn't do it ourselves. So it was kind of the perk, like when I think I literally it was an email or a WhatsApp. I can't remember. I got a message from you. And then it was like, right, let's just give it a go. Because I do like receive a lot of these different like things and offers and stuff like that. And it's like, well, why not? Like, let's give it a go. And then we spoke, got on really well from the first second, which is huge for me because like, as a coach and someone who owns like a couple of different businesses, like you only really want to work with people who you get on with.
100%. I find that with definitely employees, especially like you. I only want employees that I get on with.
Because if we had that initial consultation, like we spoke for a good hour, I think just shoot the shit on basically anything and everything. Literally. And if you don't have that vibe with someone, then like what's the point?
Yeah. That again goes a little bit deeper into the conversation we've had before in terms of like, you can go really deep with this, but like in terms of getting satisfaction out of your work but then one further, it's like, well, does it matter what you're doing if you're not doing it with the people that you enjoy doing it with?
No, 100%, mate. I know that this might sound ridiculous, right? But I would rather work with you. Which has been working incredible anyway for us as a gym, which we can talk about in a minute. But also, like, I would rather work with you, even if it hadn't have been so successful, with a view to it being successful, rather than like working with some fucking knobhead who got us like instantly 100 members overnight. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. And would you say you find that as well for members at your gym? Because I think that's huge in terms of like, as people who are focused around performance, we can often be like, oh, we want to get you this result, we want to get you to this point. But I would argue that a lot of members come to your facility and my facility because of the culture, because of the environment, because of the community, and they're actually less bothered about the result and they just want to enjoy it.
No, mate, 100%. I know for a fact it is, just from like people who've joined in the past who've kind of been like friends of friends or recommend or come from other gyms, and it's like, I'm coming to you guys, one, because I know like the setup of the gym's really well, like everyone's friendly, the programming's really good, like the community, like that's what they're interested in. We're finding a lot of people now are coming in because like it is literally the word of mouth, and they want to join, like almost like join the project of something what we're trying to like to build. Rather than like coming because they think, oh, I want to lose like 2 stone in the next 8 weeks. That's not their goal. It's like, yes, they want to try something new, maybe like in the HYROX or something like that. Yes, we still do have people coming in who want to try CrossFit, but it's very much like we are interested in you, well, not just me, but the coaches and your gym, rather than the end result.
Yes. Yeah. I completely agree. I think it's huge. And I think maybe a lot of gyms overlook that and they forget that, like you said, it's actually the service you give as well as the result.
It's the whole experience, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, right, someone who's joining a gym like ours or yours is like, they're not joining somewhere where they just want to rock up once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks. They're joining somewhere where they want to be spending like a lot of that time.
Yeah.
And they also pay a decent amount of money for it.
Yeah.
But also like paying £100 a month for somewhere where you are actually like spending 1-2 hours a day, 4-5 times a week.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's nothing really, is it?
I fully agree.
And
I think it goes the same as like, because I guess if you think about what running a gym is or what owning a gym is, I think it's easy to forget as well. Like it is a service, like it's a service-based business. So it's like the same as like a restaurant, someone waiting on you at a restaurant. It's the same with running a gym and offering a great service in the personal skills of the coaches and how well you connect with the members.
of course it is. The product still has to be good. Like if you're going to a nice swanky restaurant and you're going for the experience and you love it and you're given a plate of shit, like you're still going to kick off, aren't you? So it's like it's not just how the gym looks and how the gym feels, and it doesn't matter how friendly I am. Like I still have to provide a good service.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like the workouts, which like I know they're going to be good because I fucking write them.
Yeah.
Like I know people are going to get results just purely by following the program because I know it works.
Yeah.
So it's like you're serving up the environment's brilliant, but we're also serving up a good product, and they have that many different variations to their training now. You know, like I say, they can do CrossFit, they can do HYROX, they can do strength training, they can come and use open gym, they can do pretty much whatever they want.
Yeah.
And that's also worked well for us. If we go like just kind of full circle back to, you know, the initial question, is like when we started working together, we were just kind of branching into this new service, and we just wanted to expose it to people more than anything else, because there's so many people didn't realize that we were here, because with CrossFit Death or Glory, we had never had to use market before. It was like it grew organically, word of mouth, whatever, which was brilliant for me. I never spent a penny on marketing ever.
Yeah.
But also we knew we had more than doubled the floor space. We had more than doubled the size of the gym. So we had to get the exposure out there.
Yeah, of course. More rent, more cost.
Of course, like our costs had more than trebled, like literally overnight.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a bit like not a panic at all, because we had a bit of a buffer there. We had a bit of money in the bank, but also like if that didn't work, kind of within the first 2 to 3 months, like we could have rapidly been in the shit. So
yeah. I do think we met at a really good time. We met at like a perfect time. You just opened up a massive space, huge opportunity to fill it. Yeah,
perfect. And I think those kind of first couple of courses or advertising campaigns that we put out very much like hit the ground running from day one, where we like, I don't know if you remember, like the first one, we had to cap it after a week because we had like 20 odd people, and we were like, shit, I'm turning this off. Like I don't want to over ourselves. So like that was great.
You had such amazing results. I have every single person's ad campaign on my computer. Let me pull up what you did on the first ad campaign. You spent £251 on it. The first one. Yeah. Signed 21p, generated over 2k in front of you.
Yeah.
And then I think you signed up half of them long term into a 12. At campaign 2, this is actually wild. This is testament to your gym though and your facility, because of like not everyone will get these results, because again, you can't polish a turd.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? £164 spent. You signed up 22 new members and generated 2.2k in revenue front end. And then the how many have we run? Have we run 4? I've got the third one down here, which was 147.
I think this might be 5 that were kind of doing like advertised now. We've just knocked that one off. I think that might be 4 or 5.
And how many have you done on this campaign?
So this one that we've just ran, like, so we changed tack a little bit after them first 2, right? Because I don't know if you remember, we kind of said after the first 2 HYROX ones, we'll try like a CrossFit one. Yeah. It just didn't go as well. And we kind of knew that might have happened, which it did. We just didn't get the traction. Yes, we did get 1 or 2 on it, but when we switched, I think that was around about the time we started working with Michael a little bit as well. Who's fucking brilliant, by the way. I love him. He's so good.
He's awesome, isn't he? Yeah.
is where you said we'd get on, and we do. I mean, it's like me and you. We could sit there all day and just chat shit.
Exactly, because I really get on with Michael and consider him a very close friend, and it's the exact same relationship I have with you in terms of you click with someone, don't you? You just become friends with someone quick.
Yeah, honestly, 100%. And then, but we knew the CrossFit thing, and it just didn't work. So we switched to high. It was the same offer. It was the same deal. We just switched it to HYROX.
Yeah,
and it picked up a little bit. I think it was the third one or the fourth one. Wasn't as many, right, numbers wise. And then the last one, and then kind of this one right now. What we decided to do was like, not concentrate on as many numbers, like front end numbers, but really like if we could get around about 10 to 12, but really focus on those guys. And that's actually worked better for, I think. We went down the route of not offering like any money back or anything like that. That was a bit like, it's been a learning process, an important learning process. We did have to do a few refunds from the first two. We've just learned how to kind of adapt our consultation spiel, if you like. We worded things a little bit different in the adverts and also in the consultations. We've just been very particular how we've worded things, and we've said now, like, look, if you come in and you enjoy it, which we hope you do, you're going to get that refund back, but then over the course of your membership.
Yeah.
But if you don't enjoy it, and we understand it's not for everyone, what you have had for £99 is a full month of training. You've had 2 workshops, you've seen the gym, like, and it's kind of no obligation to continue. It's cost you £99.
Yeah, of course.
And people are like, yeah, I understand that. Fair enough. So now we don't have to worry about giving any of that money back that we're making in on the end. Which
and I think what you mentioned there at the start is really important. Sometimes you're better off onboarding less members and giving those members a better service so that you're more likely to convert them long term into lifelong members, as opposed to getting loads of people in the door and then not really giving them your everything, and then you actually convert less, and then it doesn't work as well.
And because it's very much still like me and Rach dealing with all the consultations and dealing with like kind of the like the day-to-day of dealing with these new members. When we had them as like we initially when we started, it was very much set sessions that they had to do, and we just like, it was only us who had contact with them. They didn't meet anyone. They didn't meet any other members. They didn't meet any other coaches really. There was very much a closed group, and I think that was also putting some of them off about still jumping into the main classes.
Yeah.
What we did, and again, it's all been a great learning process and a very important one for it. But what we did now on these last 2 is just open up the entire timetable for them and say, right, you can book into any class you want, and we'll just keep an eye, and we'll obviously, you can feed back to us when you're going to be in, and we'll brief whatever coach you're going to come across that you're a new person, you need some extra contact. So from day one, these new guys, and there's only been like kind of 10 to 12 of them, so it's not like that we can't handle it. They've been scattered around. So the coaches have only had to maybe deal with 1 or 2 people at a time in their classes. They're still getting the workshop, so they're getting the kind of like the initial coaching and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when they come into the main classes, the big thing is they meet existing members straight away. So they're forming bonds straight away. And they're also meeting different coaches. So they're kind of like, they form little bonds, like Erin, my missus, who takes a lot of the HYROX classes. They're meeting her straight away rather than just doing a HYROX class with me and Rach for the first month and then being like, oh, by the way, this is Erin. They're meeting her straight away. And it's the same with CrossFit. They'll either meet, like, they'll meet Lito or they'll meet Corey. So they're getting a better feel, if you like, for the gym in that first month, which again, it's transferring over and they're signing up straight away afterwards.
Because before we started, did you have an intro program, or did you just get them straight into the classes?
No, we had a beginner. We had a CrossFit beginners course, which we didn't really push that much, but like they would be put on that, and they got it. It's just pretty much what we're doing now anyway. They do a workshop, and then they're into the classes. But mainly, what we just did is just get them in, because then workshops we maybe had like 1 every month or 1 every other month. If someone got in touch, it was very much like, oh, just come and I'll stick you in a class or work with you at the front. Which worked for some people, but also like it's still a bit scary coming in straight into them. Like, I mean, if you've got zero experience and you come and bang straight into a CrossFit class, it could be a little bit daunting.
Whereas now, do you feel like it's a lot more structured and you have a much more reliable way to intake new members each month?
Yeah, I think so. It's just streamlining that process a little bit again, I think. And again, moving forward, the plan would be kind of now to keep this format that we've got now, and then it's going to enable now to potentially, like we're talking about it now, like really start to talk about it seriously, about bringing someone in, another coach, and then potentially just have a coach dedicated to any new guys coming in.
Awesome. Yeah, love to hear that. Well, from when we started together to now, how many members were you at, and now how many members are you at?
Right, we're rough. This would be rough because rate is more than numbers. The numbers go.
You're the personality.
You know me, yeah. So I'm here, there, and everywhere, just doing all sorts. But let's just say when we started working with you, maybe it's 110, 120.
Yeah.
And I would say now 160, 170 maybe.
In what time frame? 4 months.
4 months. Yeah. A comfortable 10 per month. Maybe more, because what it's also done is which has also been really good for us, right? Which I have to admit didn't come through directly, right? A advert or an offer, but what it's done is, right, it's generated, even from running them Instagram campaigns and the Facebook campaigns, it generates a lot of new followers to the page. So what I do every time we run a campaign, I'll also just put out a video on our social media of just what the offer is with a video. Yeah. And that, because we've got so many new followers, they'll see that. So then they'll message back through the Instagram. Yeah. So we've definitely picked up extra people, not primarily through this kind of marketing stream, but as an indirect result of it.
100%. Yeah, 100%. I think running paid ads just gets so many more eyeballs on you and your business. And like you say, that ends up in followers, that ends up in more conversations, that ends up in, have you seen that training club that they've opened up this facility, even in person conversation. Just more traffic.
Not even sometimes in kind of long-term memberships, so obviously that's the goal. But it's also generated more kind of tasters and drop-ins and people buying the 10-session drop-in pack, if you like. So that's kind of almost free money for us, that they come in and spend 100 quid on 10 sessions because maybe they're just not really ready to commit to a membership. Yeah. So they buy that as a little bit of a the 10 sessions last for 3 months. I know you were a little bit of forward against that originally. Yeah. But what we found is the people who are kind of a little bit still on the fence and a little bit nervous about signing up to membership, buy a 10-session pack, because there's no tie-in for that. They either use them or they don't. Yeah. Most of them use them 10 sessions minimum within the first kind of 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah. And now we're seeing the result of that, of people either buying another one of them straight away or then signing up to membership. And
I love it.
That's definitely happened.
I like that as a strategy. I just think you need your membership pack to be more expensive.
Yeah. We can argue about that again, but
I like it.
All in all, mate, seriously, it's been really good. It's been brilliant. It's been necessary, and it's been awesome. And we've kind of found that sweet spot now, and hopefully now Michael did change a few things on the last campaign. I think he widened the reach a little bit, and we were seeing leads dry up a little bit. I don't know if it's just because of we're repeating the same thing every month. That now we widen the reach a little bit, only by an extra couple of miles. And I don't know what else he did kind of in the background, if he did anything, but we did see a few more leads and bookings and stuff come in from this latest one. Now, what we did do is we blitzed through the money a lot quicker. So maybe he's just didn't put that limit on it. I didn't say anything to him, and I didn't complain about it. But yeah, the first 4 days, I was like, fucking hell, where's that 300 quid gone?
And so that's the most recent campaign, is it, that you spent £300? How many memberships have you sold on that?
So that one now, those guys were still we've just finished the consultations this week on that one. So they'll start booking in next week for the week after for the to actually, they don't actually start until the 8th.
Of course, yeah.
So there's, I want to say 12 or 13 with a view. There's still another couple who are kind of chasing a little bit who I think will sign up. I want to say anywhere between 12 to 15 we'll have on this one.
Which I can't explain enough how fucking nuts of a return on ad spend that is. Like, if you speak to any marketing agency, like, they're not getting these results, because even just to go one-to-one, and your gym especially is doing really well. I can't lie, like, you are doing really well. But if you just had a one-to-one return, if you just spent £500 on ads and brought in £500 in memberships and just covered it just to get people in the door for nothing to then sell them long term. But the fact you're doing a 4 or 5x return on ad spend to your front end offer is awesome.
I think we were like, so let me tell you a quick story before going for a massive tangent. Like, I think we were a little bit spoiled at first because we had that many leads coming in, and we were a little bit like, fucking hell, this is like a miracle. Like, it's like, what you do, like, what's Lewis done? It's brilliant. Like, but so we had that, we were a little bit spoiled. So I think when it died down a little bit on the 3rd and 4th, like, you did say to me, like, fair play to you, like, that probably won't last forever. You probably will see a little bit of a dip in ups and downs. So, but we're more than happy now with that kind of like 12 to 15 people. We are over the moon. We understand. But like and I know this sounds daft because you've explained how the numbers work and stuff, but £300 is still a lot of money for me. Even though I know we've made like 3x times that. But so we had Big Dave, who does a lot of work with us. He's such a brilliant guy, but he's very much ingrained in method, and he helps those guys out a lot. And I love that gym, by the way. Like, I do. I love them. I think they're really good. They're really successful. Like, they do what they do really well. They're very, very high end. I think their membership's like 150 or something like that, minimum 150.
Yeah.
But Dave was in yesterday, and we're just shooting the shit, and I was saying like how things are going and that. And they were running an ad or something. In their ads, he spent something like $5,000 on their latest advert to get like a handful of leads, basically. I think it said, like, you know numbers better than me, right? But there's something like £17 a lead. Like, it was something like that.
This is what I'm saying, Mark, is like, don't get me started because me and Michael have this conversation. But like, our clients almost don't understand how good they've got it, because when you read any marketing books or you read anything about like client acquisition, like, if you can spend, let's say, £10 on an ad, let's say you spend £100 on an ad, if you can get that £100 back within 3 months, that is considered acceptable and good. So we're not only doing that, we're doing it not only within a month, we're also making a profit on it within the first month. So to get the results we're getting, and like, I understand that because we've done it, because we've had such amazing results on the first couple of campaigns, that it's like, oh, this campaign is performing well. And I'm saying to people, I'm like, you don't realize how good a result this is, because like you say, when you hear about people spending 5K to get potentially to make 1K back. I went on a call with a gym in London. They were spending £1,000 a month on ads to bring in £200 a month in memberships. Again, it's not like it's not great, but they see the long-term vision in terms of, so they will make that money back within 5 months, and they're looking at like LTV. So to make a one-to-one return is exceptionally good. To make profit you've done is just freaking unheard of.
The way that I look at it now, right, is it costs me, let's just say a month, it costs me 500 quid for you guys, right? And then whatever we spend, let's just say 300 quid on ads, right? There's 800 quid a month. That costs me. So if I can get 8 people in, that's covered my cost for the month. Like, bottom line, you know what I mean? And then anyone who signs up is all profit, isn't it? So now it's like, just say this latest one, if we get 12 people in, I think we've got at least 12 now. So there's like, we've already made 400 quid straight away. And I know for a fact we're going to sign like most of them up to a membership down the line anyway. That's the way, like, we're making money basically.
And what I'm saying is, like, if you read any books on marketing, like, a good marketing strategy would be to lose money within the first 2 to 3 months. And like, if you just make in the first month, especially if you make the money back within 3 months. So if you spend £1,000 on ads and you bring in £350 in memberships and they all sign up and it takes 3 months to repay that, like that's a good return. Like that's considered good. So to just do one-to-one is really good in the first month.
We've made money like from day one. We've made money, not like I remember the first conversation I had, and I was just like, right, I've only literally got a couple of £100 to spend on some ads. Like, I know you're doing this kind of for free to start with, but like, I've only got £200. So like, you go at it, Lewis. He has £200. We'll see what happens. And then it was just like, from there.
Yeah.
I think like even if it gets to the point where like we knew this time, that's why like this time, like, if that had been back then, I would have shit my pants if I'd spent £300 in like a few days. But this time I was like, no, I trust it now. I don't mind that I've spent that because I know like I can just knock that off but like I'm more than happy now. I can go, right, Rach, I need another couple of £100 in that ad account. Just like, I don't know, but here you are. So we just bang it in and then just roll it out again. So yeah, and we'll just continue to do that. Yeah,
and even the way, and this hasn't happened, and we've been nowhere near this. But even if you spent £2,000 on ads and only brought in 15 people at £100, let's say 1,500, you made a £500 loss. But then you sign 10 of them up long term. It's like your membership recurring revenue every single month has gone up by £1,000. You think you add that up across the year, and now it's like, okay, I see the point in paying for the acquisition of these people because it's going to generate money long term. But we're doing way more than that in terms of actually getting people profit within the first month.
Do you think we can like continue like this? Do you think it will continue like this? Because I think the offer now that we're doing is like perfect for us, where they get the 2 workshops, they get any 2 classes per week from the full timetable. Like it's £99. Like that kind of works perfectly for us.
Put it this way, Mark. I've been running this at Hotbox for like 3 years. Yeah.
And you're just constantly finding these new people, even though you're running the same offer. Do you have to do like, I mean, you don't have to tell us your secrets because I wouldn't fucking know what you're on about anyway. But like, do you have to do anything in the background and stuff with it to continue to hit, or do you just naturally get new people anyway who's seen them?
I think it's a massive thing that as business owners, you forget that like no one knows about you, and because we're so in the business and we're like, of course everyone knows that I exist, but like I guarantee there's people who live a mile away from you who don't know you exist.
No, there is. I know for a fact there is. They come in and they tell us.
Do you know what I mean? And so it's the thing, classic thing of you can't market enough, you can't spend enough on marketing, like you can't. Yeah, it's even in the local demographic in the local area. Like if you're willing to put the work in and deliver the service, like you will be able to get people onto that. And especially the cost might get higher. Like when we first started, the costs were actually like yours. We were making like a 5x return within the first month, and now we make like a 1 to 1.5 times return. But again, you think then now over the course of 12 months, or the course of 6 months, or the course of 3 months, we're making a lot of it. And it's a great way to onboard and get people into the gym.
There's discussions. So I had a good meeting with Rach yesterday, and again, I don't want to like keep you too long, but like, so not what we're talking about now is what we need to do. Say we're at, again, I don't again numbers wise. Let's just say 150 to 170 members now. Like we do need more. We do because we want more coaches. We want to pay. We want to pay ourselves a little bit more. Like we want to invest in more equipment, because the more members we're adding, the more equipment get battered. Like we want some more machines. But anyway, what we're talking about now is like, if we need to get to say 250 members, right? That's going to make us some decent money. What we'll need to like jig round like class timetable wise, like we've definitely got more space. I don't remember, like we've kind of got the bare minimum of classes on, if you like, at the moment to cope with the amount of members we've got, rather than just going like, bang, there's fucking 100 classes a week and having like 2 or 3 people in one class. Like we'll want to wait till our classes are oversubscribed to add like we've still got room to add like a lunchtime class. We've got time on the timetable to add like another evening class. So that's kind of the point we're at now, where I was talking to Rach, just like, we need to look at the numbers to see how many more members we need to take a coach on, and like, how do we get to 250 members if we haven't got enough classes? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to sit down and go through that. We want to work out how much money that is. So potentially it's actually increasing your prices and it's not as many members to make that work. We need to go from a monetary standpoint of what do we need to make at this endpoint and work back from that. For sure.
Okay, past Rach with it a little bit while I'm away for the next couple of weeks. It's like she's gonna go. She's so much better than me with all the numbers and stuff like that, as you know. So like she's gonna go through all that. If she's got fucking time while I'm on holiday, is to start figuring that out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. We need to go through that for sure. And can I just add, to go from 110 to 170 members in 4 months is fucking awesome.
Yeah, we're over the moon. Like, honestly, if you'd said that like 4 months ago, would have been like, maybe it'll happen, maybe it'll not. Like, but yeah, it's been exceeded our expectations. But you know, only a bit like, I'm not a greedy man. Like, you know me enough by now to know that I'm not numbers driven. I'm not money driven. But it's also, you know, when you see that revenue, extra money coming on the screen every month, and it's almost like, right, we need to get a little bit more. We need to get a little bit more. It almost becomes like not addictive, but like almost, right, if we can just get a little bit more, then we can. Oh, I can afford them. I'm desperate for some. This sounds fucking daft, right? All I want is some 40-kilogram dumbbells, because I'm fucking sick of repping out 32.5s, and I've got lads on my strength class on a Tuesday night saying, Mark, you get me some fucking dumbbells. And I looked at the other day and it's 200 quid for a set of 40-kilogram dumbbells. And I'm like, Rich, if I'm going to get 2 more members on this fucking course, and I'm buying some fucking heavier dumbbells.
I love it.
But it's like little things like that. It's like, right, if I can just get a little bit more money in, I can afford this. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think for you now, especially now you've generated the revenue. The first thing we need to start pushing for you is freeing up your time, is getting that time back, so you're not doing as many hours that you are. Because I know you're a grafter through and through, and you're non-stop working. I think if you could free up some of your time through delegating to maybe a full-time coach or maybe a general manager role, that's where you're going to see you've even got more time and energy to put into more growth of the business and how to push it.
No, I agree with that 100%. Like, me and Rach, because we're both living here like too much a little bit, and I think like this last 2, we've had Lito away at the games the last couple of weeks, and I've been covering her classes, and it's like 6 a.m. So this week I've done like 6 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I've never been out the gym before 7 o'clock at night, like every night, and I'm here all day, every day. And Rach as well. Like, Rach is just as much of it. Like, she's the perfect business partner. She's just as much as a grafter, like, if not even more so than me. So we're very lucky in that respect. But yeah, we do need that, like, freeing up both our times a little bit.
I need to see you on the coaching calls on a Thursday. We go through all this stuff on a Thursday.
I know. You know what it is, mate. It's not an excuse. It's the truth. Like, so Thursday we both train and take the 9:30 class. In the summer holidays, I have my girls on a Thursday. I've had them throughout the holidays, so I bring them in and I do the 9:30 class, and then I have them, and I've been trying. Rach jumped on the first one, but then like I'll kind of disappear off with the girls afterwards because I have to go into dad mode a little bit, and Rach gets tied up in the gym. But now what will happen is, now summer holidays is finished. Like, I'll go away for a week or 2, but then I'll certainly be able to start diving into them.
Because that's all business education, it's all training, it's all around building the right systems. It'd be really beneficial because you've got the client acquisition funnel working now, you've got members coming in. Now it's how do we systemize and step away from operations and buy back our time, essentially.
No, when she sat on that first one, she said it was really good. I think you were talking about marketing ads and Instagram and stuff like that. But yeah, that's literally like, it's an excuse, but it's also the truth. Like, I've just been out with the summer holidays, but you'll see me on them. Yeah,
perfect. Before I let you go, Mark, what would you say to someone who is thinking about starting at Gym Grow?
Oh, mate, like, don't think, well, yeah, you have to think about it, but also, like, stop thinking, just do it. Because, like, take a chance. What's it going to cost you? It cost me, the chance I took was 200 quid. like I would have paid that out of my own money. You know what I mean? So give it a chance. You've got nothing to lose really, couple £100, but you'll not, and you'll within the first month or so, if you can work a bit of magic for other people like you did for us, mate. Like honestly, you'll not look back. Yeah, I can't thank you enough. Seriously, I'm not just saying that because I know we're on camera and I know you're recording it. Like I absolutely do appreciate it. It's been great.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you as well. It's been great working with you, and you just implementing what we say and actually doing exactly as we've told you, and look at the results.
Excellent, mate. Well, let's mate, I'd love to catch up again. I know how busy you are, but like even just jumping on 20 minutes like every month or so.
100%. Yeah, I'd be well keen to do that and just fill you in on what I'm getting up to, what you're getting up to. Like say, genuinely, when we first met, we said, look, we really get on. I'd like to be mates. Like I think we, you know what I mean?
I agree. But I'll set up I'll speak to Michael when I get back just about the next campaign, because now this one we planned all this in round our holidays because I'm away, then Rach goes away straight after. So we'll get these new guys started on the 8th, and then I normally give them a couple of weeks, and then we start advertising the next one. But I'll speak to Michael obviously and stuff about that. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. It's been awesome catching up.
You too, mate. Right. Have a good weekend. I'll catch you in a couple of weeks.
Enjoy your holiday. See you later.
Thank you very much. I will.
See
you soon, mate.
See you in a bit. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.